What is whole life insurance and why should you know what it is?
My name is Alejandra.
And my name is Amber.
And we are the founders of Legacy Ladies. And if you want the best advice in how to grow your legacy and protect it, just don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell below so you can get notified when we upload new videos.
When we meet our clients, a lot of the times when we get to the life insurance portion, they say, I have life insurance. I have whole life insurance. And so, naturally, what we do is we all have them grab the policy just to make sure, and we do a review to make sure that exactly what they think they have is exactly what it is, and it will do exactly what they want it to be and do. Whole life insurance has many wonderful qualities to it. So, for one, what is it? Whole life. It should last your entire life. Normally, they build out the policies to about age 120 because we are living longer and you don't want that policy to end before you do. So you want to make sure that what you paid into it is exactly, it has a reason, so you get the death benefit that you wanted. Whole life is very easy and simple. Okay?
Very simple, yes.
You pay the exact same premium every single month. It never goes up. It never goes down, unfortunately, no matter how hard we try. So it's the same premium every single month. They cannot change, take it away from you, nothing, unless you commit fraud. Don't do that. And you get the death benefit that you chose, no matter what. As long as you're still paying, that's exactly what happens. You don't have to worry about your premiums going up after 5 years, skyrocketing like 3-4 times the amount that you originally agreed upon with the person sitting at your kitchen table. It is exactly what it looks like. Same premium, exact death benefit. You keep paying, they pay. Another wonderful thing built into whole life, other than its wonderful riders, is the fact that it accumulates cash value. Now that's very, very, very important and a wonderful, wonderful resource for you because as you're paying your premiums, a portion, yes, is going towards your death benefit, but there's another portion that goes towards investments, and that money can be accessed by you completely tax-free. You don't have to take out a loan for it, so there's no credit check. You don't have to worry about red tape. If you decide that, heck, let's get an ATV. I retired and I've always wanted to go off-roading and have a little ATV thing, and even though if you return it, that's totally fine. But you want a loan to go buy this $5,000 ATV. If you have the cash value, you just say, hey, I need $5,000. And they're like, hey, cool. 3 days-ish later, $5,000, you go ATVing, you realize it's not for you, you return it, that's fine. I don't care. But that money, no questions asked, is yours. You don't have to pay it back, and the entire time that you have this policy, there are definitely things you should pay attention to with that, but you don't have to pay it back. If you don't pay it back and you pass away, it just comes off of your death benefit. Either way, you can pay it back if you want to. There's other things also, depending on the type that you have, they'll actually give you compounding interest on the money that's in there. So while you have taken that loan, your money is actually still growing inside of that cash value accumulation fund. So don't worry about that. You have growth, you have access to money, you have liquidity, no red tape. Wonderful.
So far, if you have any questions about whole life insurance, don't forget to write them in the comments below so we can answer all of them because we are so excited to share all this information with you.
Another wonderful feature of whole life insurance is that it has many riders that you can choose from when picking your policy. So maybe accelerated death benefit rider. So if you become critically ill or terminally ill, they'll actually forward a portion of your death benefit to you. Use it for whatever you want. If you have to have experimental treatments, perfectly fine. If you know that you're not going to make it and you want to spend some time with your family and just go on a vacation and live out the rest of it peacefully, perfectly fine. It doesn't matter what you do with it. It is now yours to use either for your care or whatever. That is a wonderful rider that I think many people in the past would have very much appreciated. But there's many riders to look into, but that is just one of my favorites personally. There are many reasons that someone would get whole life insurance or life insurance in general. The first one is all the awesome benefits that it gives you. we're going to be going over more of that in greater detail as more videos come out of just the amazing things that you can do with life insurance that probably nobody taught you. The second one is because you love your family.
I do.
And I don't know how else to put that. If you love your family, if you love your spouse, your kids, you get some type of life insurance. It doesn't have to be a lot. Not everybody can afford life insurance, but there's different types and policies to figure that out. But the main reason to get life insurance is because you love your family. When you pass away, there's going to be bills that you don't think about, that your kids don't think about. If you have money that's already set aside, it's going to get stuck in probate most likely. And the funeral homes or crematoriums will not do anything until they've been paid. So that has been quite an issue in the families that I have run into that didn't have life insurance already set up, because it only takes a couple days to get that money to them. It goes completely to your beneficiary tax-free. It bypasses probate. It takes care of the financial burden when your family is already completely emotionally burdened. The devastation that happens to your family when you leave is huge. And having some type of life insurance, it kind of lessens the blow a little bit. There's so many different things that the money can be used for to make sure that you, for one, have a good funeral or service or send off, and that way also your families don't get left over with any bills.
So just a little story. In 2017, Amber had a bunch of family members died that year, and it was quite a handful for the family. You could see them really sad and more than anything worried about all the things that were left behind from those people.
Yes.
So those little things, minimal things that you may think that they are not going to cause a big issue, they could. So just be prepared for that, and have your family prepare for that too.
I'm glad you brought that up, because my aunt passed away unexpectedly. We knew she was a little unhealthy, but we had no idea that it could have been like heart attack, gone. Her house was completely full of stuff. She was a smoker, and so her house, the walls had the nicotine on it, and so when we got into her house, we realized how full of stuff it was that we all had to clean and then had to, get rid of or distribute to family members. And then in order to sell her house, we had to rip out all of the carpet. We had to come in and clean. We had to repaint literally everything. And then we had to pay all the fees to put it on market. It was insane. And on top of that, she didn't have life insurance, so we had to also pay for her funeral. And she didn't have a lavish funeral by any means, but it was $14,000, and that was in 2017, and prices have only continued to grow. So I love my aunt very much, and I know that if she would have known that was going to happen, she would have completely prepared differently. But she didn't know she was going to pass away. We didn't know she was going to pass away. And she actually passed away next to the paperwork that we had asked her to fill out. So nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody does. Nobody has that crystal ball. So this is just a wonderful way of saying, hey, family members, I love you, and I tried to prepare to the best of my ability, and miss me instead of being agonizing over financial stuff.
Also, if you are young right now, do it at the moment that you are young and healthy, because later when you're sick and when you really think about it and need it, it is when you cannot get it. And we emphasize in this because we want you to be prepared for what's coming.
Very true. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box. We really want to help you guys understand what your options are, what might be right for you, or if there's something we said that wasn't quite clear, let us know.
You can also schedule a 15-minute call with us over Zoom. In our calendar is right on the link in the description below. So please do that if you have, if you want to get in contact with us and you would like us to clarify something for you.
It's germ and COVID free through Zoom. So.
And also, if you like this video, just don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. And don't forget to protect yourself and protect your legacy. Thanks for watching.